Hi, welcome to DefX Pod. I'm your host, Neetan Binhani, and I cover defense-related, strategic, and regional debates. Was the toppling of Bashar al-Assad in Syria a joint Israel-US plot? Let's explore. After the fall of Syria's Bashar al-Assad, Israel immediately carried out its largest 480 airstrikes across Syria, hitting most of its strategic weapon stockpiles, main airports, air defense facilities, fighter jets, naval, and other defense infrastructure. IAF has reportedly destroyed 86% of Syria's air defenses, including the Russian-made Sa-22 Pantsir S-1 and Sa-17 Buk systems that had posed serious challenges to Israel since 2013. Subsequently, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced that its military, the IDF, has temporarily seized control of a demilitarized buffer zone in the Golan Heights in Syria until a suitable arrangement is found. The Golan Heights, a rocky plateau about 60 kilometers away from Damascus, was seized by Israel from Syria during the 1967 Six-Day War and unilaterally annexed it in 1981. The buffer zone annexed by Israel now includes Mount Hermon and nearby villages, further advancing 6 to 11 miles towards Damascus. We will not allow any hostile forces or extremists, including HTS, to establish itself on our border, remarked Netanyahu. What that means is Syria, which once had the strongest air defense in the region thanks to Russia, can no longer be a threat to Israel. So, what was Netanyahu's master plan? Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Iran's supreme leader, recently disclosed it in a televised speech. There should be no doubt that what happened in Syria, that is, toppling of Assad, was the result of a joint American Zionist plot. One of the neighboring countries of Syria, hinting to Turkey, too played a role, but the primary planners were the US and the Zionist regime, that is, Israel. With Russia busy with the Ukraine war and Iran's proxies Hamas and Hezbollah both decimated by the IDF, Assad's regime was destined to fall like a house of cards. But Israel, US, and Turkey played their cards well and connived in toppling Bashar al-Assad in Syria. The fall of Assad works wonders for the primary benefactor Israel, the US, and Turkey. How? Let's find out. Assad's ouster further weakens Iran's regional power, specifically decimating Tehran's axis of resistance. With Assad out and an unfriendly Sunni regime in Syria, Iran will have no land routes to resupply arms to its Lebanese Shiite partner Hezbollah, thereby further deteriorating the group's capabilities to continue its war with Israel. Hamas is already a significantly weakened military force in Gaza. That now leaves only Iraq and Houthi rebels as Iran's remaining proxies. Assad's fall has also dramatically weakened Russia's position in the Middle East. Syria was its closest ally in this region. Russia is also tensed on the security of Moscow's strategic air and naval bases in Syria. The US and EU are particularly happy now that global power is shifting back to the West. Many ordinary Syrians fear that the country's various political factions and religious groups will eventually clash, owing to differences. Alawites, comprising 12% of Syria's population, are an offshoot of Shia Islam and have been the backbone of the Assad regime. With Assad gone, in all likelihood, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham (HTS) and other Sunni militant group might target them. And there will be a thirst for revenge for the massacres and systematic rapes under Assad's regime. A disintegrated Syria poses no threat to Israel, since the groups would be busy fighting against each other. The Guardian, a UK-based daily newsletter, claimed that Benjamin Netanyahu has indicated that Golan Heights will remain a part of Israel till eternity. This indicates it was all pre-planned. As always, the UN would impotently remain a mute spectator until US bucks, and Trump has no mood to intervene. The fall of the Assad regime in Syria presents Israel with an opportunity of historic proportion. Israel's National Unity Chairman Benny Gantz told reporters, as per the Times of Israel, dated 12th of December 2024, he also asserted that Israel must develop close relations with the Druze, Kurds, and other Sunni militant groups in Syria. A researcher and former member of the Israeli military went further to suggest that Syria could be broken up into various parts, held by Druze, Kurds, Sunnis, etc., with each part being able to cooperate with Israel independently. In the aftermath of the October 7th attack on Israel, most Israelis were gunning for Netanyahu to resign. Within 12 months under Bibi's leadership, the IDF eliminated several Hamas and Hezbollah leaders, including Yahya Sinwar, Ibrahim Akil, Ismail Haniyeh, Hassan Nasrallah, etc. Who can forget the infamous September 2024 pager attacks that decimated and paralyzed most of the Hezbollah fighters? Now, with the toppling of Assad from Syria, Netanyahu has succeeded in weakening Iran's axis of resistance, leaving only Iraq and Houthi rebels as proxies. So, is Israel a lot safer now? And would Syria's plot revive Netanyahu's political fortunes? That remains to be seen. What are your thoughts on this? Tell us by commenting on this video. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and if you found this episode insightful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others.